Welcome back to Crypto Tutorial. On today's video, I would like to discuss crypto.com, how it's currently performing and what we could expect during the upcoming days. As well, I would highly appreciate if you could follow me on Twitter. Down below in the description underneath social and info, you will be able to find a link towards my Twitter. It will be highly appreciated, and you will be also able to keep yourself up to date about all development on this cryptocurrency channel. So thank you very much already for doing so, and let's get started on crypto.com. So if we take a look at crypto, what I would actually take a look at is this previous descending resistance that we were able to break out above. So we were seeing this descending resistance, we saw 3 touch points underneath, and we were able to break out above it, find support on top of it, and afterwards we saw this increase. So that is absolutely good to know on the 1 hourly time frame. And if we enable the EMA ribbon, you could clearly see that we were for a small period of time finding resistance underneath it, but currently we are once more above the EMA ribbon on the 1 hourly time frame, and it will be serving as a level of support. So this does actually look absolutely marvelous to me. As well, what I must say right away is that underneath us at approximately $0.32, we are able to see a major stronghold of support being found on CRO. So that is for sure absolutely important. So at 0.32, that is a stronghold of support below us. As well, I would like to take a look at the MACD and at the RSI on the 1 hourly time frame. Starting with the RSI. On the RSI, we have clearly been seeing this beautiful higher low structure and as well higher high structure. So that does actually look very good to me, and we have seen actually exactly the same taking place on the chart. We have seen ever since that point in time higher lows, but as well we have seen higher highs. So that does look absolutely marvelous. What I must absolutely say right away is that we are actually quite overextended. We are above the dotted line on the RSI on the 1 hourly time frame, and therefore if we see a major increase, it is possible, but please expect a reversal afterwards, or at least a small decline in price action before being able to head even further once more towards the upside. So that is absolutely good to know. And as well, if we take a look at the MACD, what you can clearly see is that we did already experience major towards the upside. We have been seeing major momentum, but right now we are actually seeing a decline of momentum on crypto.com, and therefore a crossover on the 1 hourly time frame might perhaps be inevitable, and as well a small decline in price action afterwards. Therefore, what I would like to say is that we have to stay on top of the EMA ribbon, but as well, I would like to take a look at the 4 hourly time frame MACD to have an even better insight. What you can see over here is that we did actually see a crossover. What is absolutely important right now is that this crossover did occur, just therefore more momentum towards the upside is absolutely likely to occur. And I personally think, especially because we are not seeing any momentum lost, that we will actually continue with the momentum towards the upside on the 4 hourly time frame. And as well, what you can clearly see here is that we are as well being clearly supported by the EMA ribbon. For the very first time after this major breakout, we were supported once more, and right now we are once more increasing in price action. Therefore, I must admit that the 0.32 range is absolutely a crucial level of support underneath it. It has become the major of support at this range, so therefore it is important to stay above at the 0.32 cents at all costs. But what you can clearly see is that it's perfectly aligned with the EMA ribbon. Therefore, I'm actually not that concerned about this development. I personally think that we will actually expect major growth on crypto.com for sure during the upcoming hours, and that is actually looking very well. Lastly, I would like to take a look at the RSI as well. On the RSI, what you can clearly see is that we were creating these lower highs. Especially here, we did see actually a bearish divergence taking place. Afterwards, we saw this minor decline in price action. Right now, what does actually look very good is that we still have plenty of space on the upside to see a breakout occur, because what we can clearly see is that crypto.com can be absolutely overextended. The last time we saw this major increase in price action, it went all the way towards the 90 on the RSI. Right now we are currently trading at 66. Therefore, we still have plenty of space to break out above the dotted line and see actually a further increase in price action, and as well on the RSI, before expecting a reversal that could take place. So that is absolutely important to know right now, that we are actually holding strong on top of this range, but as well that we still have enough space to grow on the 4-hourly time frame RSI. What is actually important is that we perhaps might not see a lag as we saw previously on crypto.com, because this is for me actually rather unrealistic due to the fact that we are already so high on the RSI. Lastly, I would like to discuss the 200-day moving average. You can clearly see that we are a little bit overextended compared to the 200-day moving average, but it does actually look quite good to me. So that is absolutely important. We are only, if I take a quick measurement tool, we are only 63% overextended compared to the 200-day moving average on the 4-hourly time frame. What I personally think is that this is actually still very healthy, but what I would actually prefer right now is not to see crypto.com increase even further, but I would like to see actually crypto.com head once more towards the 0.382 range, perhaps creating even a type of pattern by placing this horizontal level of support and as well perhaps a descending resistance, creating a descending triangle or perhaps a symmetrical triangle. Who might know? But I must say, I think a descending triangle is more likely to occur right over here and start creating a pattern instead of seeing a major breakout right now, because I think that won't be necessarily the best case scenario for the overall trend. Right now we still are seeing a great opportunity to create a higher high, but let's take a quick look. I personally think all metrics are showing us that we will see further increase during the upcoming hours. That is for sure something I think will occur, but how much that increase will be, that is something that I am still doubtful about. And if we do see an increase eventually above the 1.618 Fibonacci at 38 cents, what I would actually prefer to see is to start creating once more a higher low by finding support actually not on top of the $0.32 but instead finding support on top of the $0.38, afterwards accumulating for a while and heading towards a major breakout towards the upside afterwards. So thank you very much for watching. If you do like this content, do not forget to give me a thumbs up, and as well, have a nice day.